What up? What's good? Hold on, let me get my situation together. What's going on? How y'all people feeling? Hold on. Let me get my situation together. You know what I'm saying? Kendra Bates, what's good with you? Dan Quinn is amazing news. DMV trucker, what's going on? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Y'all know I like to ask that. So I don't get off into talking and y'all can't even hear me. Can I get a thumbs up? Kenny Jackson, what's good? Thumbs up. DMV trucker, appreciate you. My peoples is here. Let me toss some mods to people jumping here early. What's up, man? Kenny Jackson, what's good? Eric Espinoza, what's going on? Junebug, what's going on? James Cohen's, what's good? Hit that like button as y'all come in for me, please. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Josh Randor, Marcus, Mike 512, what's good? Abby Rosario, what's going on? How y'all feeling? Y'all excited? Dan Quinn coming back. You know what I'm saying? Celebratory drink. Even the other night was a depression drink. Tonight we can celebrate a little bit. Just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? No doubt, DMV trucker. No doubt. JT Wolf, what's good? Anna Castro, what's going on? I'm feeling, hey, Kendra Bates, that's right. Everybody, feeling a lot better than we did on Sunday, right? Does this make that loss not mean nothing? No. It still hurt. I ain't gonna lie. It still hurt a little bit. But, you know, all things considered, let me get my light right. All things considered, it feels good to be like, we're bringing back the people we want to bring back. I like that. You know what I'm saying? I like that McCarthy was excited that Quinn came back. You know what I'm saying? I like that Quinn said there's unfinished business. Y'all know I would love to do exact quotes, but I ain't going to read y'all verbatim and nothing like that. I'm just saying I'm excited about, you know, what this season could bring because we're bringing back our coaches. It's not a reset button completely unless you want to reset the button. Y'all see at the bottom of the thumbnail, I got 24-hour Kellen Moore watch. Definitely, Deffy, what's good? Feeling better? I'm glad you're feeling better. Because that lost Titan Omega Music. That lost stung. It's still gonna sting. It ain't that it just disappeared. It's just, you since that loss, you grasping for the first thing of good news. Just something, you know. Everybody think Cowboys fans just the next day wake up and say, we win in the Super Bowl. Ain't even about that. You know what I'm saying? We are used to, unfortunately, used to this frustration if we've been fans for a while. If you've been fans for a while, Payo McCartney was good. You've been fans for a while, you are used to this. But it don't make it less frustrating. So when you get your first bit of good news to start the, sounds crazy to say, to start the new year or the new league year, you run with it. And bringing back Dan Quinn, I knew we was bringing back McCarthy. I didn't think McCarthy was going nowhere. The media, it's just confirmation. Like, he got a chance to say, nah, I'm coming back. Jerry want me back. Because this whole Sean Payton story just would not die. 97 people in here. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all hit the like button. CJC was good with you. The Sean Payton story was just going to be there. Last year, I think it took like 2 weeks before we could really put that to bed, So I'm glad that that's the bed. We ain't got to worry about, with Sean Payton. Because, the story of there was another team waiting on Sean Payton, and everybody just knew it was the Cowboys. So I'm glad that that's dead. Shut that down. It's not even that I got a problem with Sean Payton. I like Mike McCarthy. I know people don't for whatever reason, but since he's been here, man, he showed me that he can coach. Is he perfect? No. Ain't that many perfect coaches in the league. You know what I'm saying? Can he do a little bit better with clock management? There's a lot of coaches that could do better with clock management. I watched the 49ers in our game run off like a minute and something to clock. Very confusing sequence. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, what are they doing? I was confused about what they was doing. So, every coach ain't perfect. It is what it is. But today we got good news when we got confirmation that Quinn was coming back. Quinn had been on a couple of interviews. I think he had an interview with Denver. He had a second interview with Denver. No. He had an interview with Denver. I think he had an interview and was going to have a second interview with Arizona. He is supposed to interview with the Colts. Like, it was getting spooky. Like, it was a lot of teams that was in on Dan Quinn. And I understand why. I think Dan Quinn's an excellent coach, But Dan Quinn leaving was going to be like, okay, well, who's our DC? Because, look, yesterday, let's talk about the firings. Alicia Morgan, appreciate you. Like, comment, subscribe. Hey, all of that. Y'all hit that like button. There's 150 people in here almost. Hit that like button for me, if you don't mind. Hit the like button if you excited that Dan Quinn's coming back. How about that? If you excited Dan Quinn's coming back, hit the like button. For real, just lets people know I'm live because I like to just jump out here. I don't give y'all no warning. You just be chilling. They're like, oh, CFT live. He ain't telling about it. I know I'm horrible for that. But Dan Quinn allows us to not hit the reset button because we let go of Skip Pete, running backs room. And when you get a new head voice in any room or any group, there's still going to be a time for adjustment. You know what I'm saying? So Skip Pete, the new running backs coach, is going to be a change in philosophy somewhat. And whoever our running back is, because that's up in the air, they're going to have to adjust. Now, it might be easier because it might be a whole new room. How y'all feel about that? Let's get to that. We got some time to talk. Y'all want to hang out? Y'all want to talk a little bit? I'm saying, have a little celebratory drink with your boy. I'm saying, how y'all feel about the fact that our running back room might look completely different? You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about the fact that, let's start with this. Do y'all want Zeke back? Do you want Zeke back? I think it's, obviously, it would have to be less money. I think that goes without saying. Y'all understand that. So, let me see what y'all talking about. Yes, sir. Yes. No to Zeke. No to Zeke. No. Don't heck no Zeke. Don't do him like that. That's my boy. I'm not saying Zeke or Bijan because that's not fair, man. Bijan's young and youthful and incredibly athletic. And I looked at some videos of him and I was like, he looking crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do Zeke versus Bijan. If Zeke came back, I had an idea. And we'll run through the little running back room real quick. I won't take up too much of y'all time. You might have to go. You might have to go to work tomorrow. Can Zeke beat Kyle Juszczyk? Yes or no? And y'all tell me if that's disrespectful. I'm saying that because I'm not trying to turn Zeke into a fullback per se. I'm trying to turn Zeke into a multifaceted football player. I think the reason why you bring Zeke back at a lesser contract is because if you just cut him out right, it's $11 million dead money. If you restructure his deal, you can kind of spread that over some years and save money. You restructure a deal for Zeke, say, yo, we'll give you $8 million over the next 2 years, and Zeke come back for $4 million. It's different than $12 million, 11 point something in dead money. You feel me? But can he block? Yes. That's one of his best attributes. Can he run some routes? He might need to work on his route tree because Juszczyk can run full routes. You know what I'm saying? And can you start using Zeke on the field at the same time with other backs? That's what I'm saying. And look, if you think Zeke's going to be the Zeke in 2016, 17, 18, 19, it ain't happening. But if you're in a financial bind and he's like, I'm willing to come back for a multi-year deal, like say you say, okay, Zeke, we're going to give you $12 million over 3 years because they're trying to stretch this out. And then Zeke just comes in and he just plays his role, but his contract's really like 3 point something a year. I can deal with that. And then you have a whole bunch of outs in the contract. I can deal with that. But if they want to just cut them, they'll just cut them, and we'll deal with the dead money because dead money is a little bit different than regular salary money. I don't know the exacts, but it's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying? Almost 200 people in here, man. Y'all hit that like button if you just jumped in here. I know a good 60 people just jumped in here, so y'all can hit that like button for me. Giants ain't paying Barkley. Grab him. I would take Saquon Barkley too. But I don't think. I mean, I think if we going for a new running back, I think. For one, let me not skip Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard had a phenomenal year. It is horrible that he got hurt. Horrible. And I am not trying to just throw him in the trash. It just depends on what you want. It was going to depend on what you want if he was fully healthy. If Tony was fully healthy, I would try to give him 13, 14 million. And he earned that. So if he wanted to go on the market and go get it, go get it. Hopefully you don't go sign in the division. But, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't want to see Tony Pollard in nothing like Washington. But if you got to let Tony walk because you about to sign Bijan, we'll be okay. We will be okay. That's just my thoughts. Maybe I'm crazy. Got my first super chat of the night. Panda Two-Tone with a $2 super chat. I want Bijan. Hey, I want Bijan too. Appreciate you, Panda Two-Tone, for the super chat. I want Bijan too. Now, do you want Bijan at 26? And I know I didn't took the conversation off Quinn and McCarthy. I'm sorry. I'll take it back. We're on a little bit of a tangent, but we just chilling. Y'all want to just chill with CFT for a little bit? You know what I'm saying? Would you take him at 26, or do you want some more offensive line depth? Do you want to go straight receiver? Because there's things that we're going to need. If he's there at 26, I think I'm taking him. That's just me. Eternal Dynasty with the $199 super chat. You can draft Zeke production in the fourth. You probably can. I heard there's a bunch of good backs in this draft. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't dive deep into the draft content. I've only been getting stuff that y'all been putting on Twitter. Anybody that's on Twitter. Cowboys_fan talk if y'all on Twitter. Yeah, that's all I've been doing. I ain't diving deep into the draft until I don't know. I'll probably do some stuff to myself, but I'm gonna let the experts do it. There's a lot more Cowboys content creators that are excellent with the draft content. I'll catch up, but I ain't there yet. But I'm really happy that Dan Quinn said unfinished business. He had options. I think Quinn could have had the Cardinals job. Hold on, Lamont with the $199 super chat. Rome, why not use a 26 pick to acquire Jalen Ramsey? Because of his contract. I don't think they want to pay that contract. I think they'll go the youthful route with the corner. Am I saying if they got Jalen Ramsey, I won't be hyped? Of course I'd be hyped. But there's other free agents you could probably pay less. You get Marcus Peters for less. He's not exactly Ramsey, but with this scheme, pass rush and things like that, I don't think they would go after Ramsey. I wouldn't be mad, but I don't think they'd do it. Appreciate that super chat, though. I don't think they'd do it. They're definitely not giving up a first. They're not going to give up that type of draft capital for that. You know what I'm saying? Adriana S., what's good? Oh, somebody named Ronnie Sears is in here. They want to get some Dak hate off. First of all, Ronnie, if you're gonna hate on Dak, his name ain't Dake, D-A-K-E. It's Dak. That's first. And look, man, this ain't the I hate Dak hotline. I'm not your therapist. You want to go complain about Dak? Go start a Twitter page and put an anonymous picture up and go do your thing. This ain't the place for that. Stargirl, what's good? What's goody? You know what I'm saying? You want to go whine about Dak? It's all kinds of mediums. Get a Facebook page popping. Go join a group. We don't do that in here. I've already pretty much gave y'all how I felt about the game. I said that Dak played bad, but I ain't about to do whine about Dak till next September. It's January. I'm not doing 7-8 months of, Dak is trash. Do that somewhere else. All right? Brandon J with the $4.99 super chat. What do you think about this? Go after Greg Roman for OC, run game coordinator, DeMonte Moore, passing game coordinator, Brian as a QB coach, Bijan at 26. I think that sounds phenomenal. Now, I will say this. Greg Roman is he needs his QB to be able to run like Jalen Hurts or Lamar Jackson. Like Dak's legs are not nearly as dynamic as those players. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But if he's smart about his runs, Dak's a physical, strong. Y'all just seen Dak eat like 3 sacks and not go down this year. 3 or 4 like diesel hits. He's a strong runner, but he's not super quick and twitchy. So he has to pick his spots. And if he picks his spots properly and is willing to take off, his legs can be very, very frustrating to keep drives moving. He's probably not going to break for a 60-yard run, but he can get you 15 to 20 yards on the proper, So I don't think Roman would fit us too well, but, I'll take anybody over Moore. I'll tell you that. Thank you for the super chat, though. Appreciate you. But like I said, the unfinished business, the continuity of keeping everybody together, I'm happy. I am happy. It's phenomenal. It's one of the best. Like, put it like this, free agency wise, getting Dan Quinn is like us signing one of the top free agents this year. Now, I would like for them to actually go sign the actual free agent player. That's correct. But, yeah, Dan Quinn's like signing one of the top free agents this year. That's how it feels. I'm gonna ask y'all a question real quick. Y'all see the thumbnail. Mike McCarthy would not definitely say that Kellen Moore will be back. That's very telling. Because that means, look, it was simple enough today. Kellen Moore will be back. We're retaining the rest of our coaches. Look, we got rid of Skip Pete. We got rid of Joe Philbin. I don't think we got rid of Joe Philbin. I heard they said that he might have a health issue or something. Like he might be retiring because he's getting old. You know what I'm saying? But just changes. Georgia Edwards is not coming back. I don't know if he's moving on to something different. They didn't basically bring these guys back because their contracts expired. I think another quality control coach ain't get brought back. It was 5 coaches, I believe. And I'm forgetting somebody else. Got another super chat from Zachary C. I don't want to mess your name up. Is it Kara? I ain't gonna do it. Zachary. Appreciate the super chat though. Zach, your last name is difficult to say, and Zach Sherbanet from UCLA, Dallas Cowboys running back. I ain't gonna lie to you. I will check him out though. Zach Sherbanet. Yeah. If you got information on any of y'all want to send me any draft prospect stuff, y'all can just DM me on Twitter, Cowboys_fan talk. I'll look into it. I can't act like I'm up on it though. I ain't been deep in the draft stuff. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I will get there. New OC will use Jalen Tolbert. I hope so, because right now they look like a wasted pick, and it's frustrating. Now, bringing back full circle to Kellen Moore, and we almost got 300 people in here, man. We can get it to 150 likes. Kellen Moore couldn't figure out how to get Jalen Tolbert on the field because I say that because Jalen Tolbert clearly has the physical attributes to play. I don't feel like Jalen Tolbert just can't catch a ball. I know the option route system and the how difficult it is, I guess, to pick this system up real quick. But Jake Ferguson picked it up. Peyton Hendershot picked it up. Dennis Houston picked it up. There's no way that Jalen Tolbert, he's not returning. No disrespect. Maybe I should use another phrase. It's not that he can't grasp things that bad. I think it's just like they refuse to put him out there because we were behind the 8 ball of talent. I think on the 100%, you need to see what you got in Jalen Tolbert. Like ASAP. You cannot, he's at the point where you can't even rely on him. All he can do is Jalen Tolbert can just be extra on top of like, oh, wow, we got another weapon in Tolbert. We can't rely on him this year. We can't rely on him to make the league because we ain't get no type of read on him throughout a whole season, which is stupid. Very stupid. Forever DC, CFT, do you think Nussmeier is the best for Dak? No, they can move on from Nussmeier. I'm not pressed. I would like to reset everything in the offensive room. I don't even know who I would want. You got Joe Brady. You got we got Schottenheimer, Ryan Schottenheimer on the offensive staff, but he's more so like consultant. I just want different philosophy. I'll tell y'all what I want Dak to run though. I want him to do what Mike McCarthy came up on. This option route system, whatever this amalgamation that Kellen Moore has come up with, I'm good on that. I would like to run the full West Coast system. Decisive passing, short passes, get the ball out your hand quick, less option routes, like 10% option routes. But for the most part, I want to go full West Coast because the West Coast offense is friendly. That can make all the throws in the West Coast offense. You get him some talent. You get him a better running back. You get him, like when I say talent, get him 2 more receivers or something like that, and we'll be fine. Hold on, I got a couple super chats I need to read, and then I'm gonna get to it. We got a super chat from Jay Worthy, 199 super chat. I have one wish, fire Kellen Moore. Hey, look, 24-hour Kellen Moore watch. He said he's gonna meet with him tomorrow. I don't know when. Anyone in here, let me know when. You just came from Okoye? That's my dog, man. Mad love to Okoye, man. Mad love. Very intelligent brother, man. Very intelligent. Linking up with him one day. I've worked with Okoye, but I'm talking about just linking up with picking his brain. You know what I'm saying? Brandon J with the 199 super chat. Most important, CB2 or wide receiver 2? Wide receiver 2? Wide receiver 2, 100%. You have too much money invested in your quarterback. And I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This isn't Dak slander. I'm going to just keep it real with y'all. Because I'm not in the business of slandering Dak. I love Dak. Dak Prescott is not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Joe Burrow. He's not Aaron Rodgers in his prime. He's not Tom Brady in his prime. Notice I say Allen or Herbert because they just got pretty arms and stuff like that. They got to do more. But my point is, he's not a quarterback that's just like, all right, give me anybody. I'm going to get busy. That's not a slight. He never was that. No one was ever saying he was that. I'm saying that if you give him some decent weapons, he's going to get busy. Not give him a weapon and a possible. Dak was out there with a spades hand. One weapon and a bunch of possibles. Like, what was that? You get that boy some weaponry with the knowledge and skill that he's put together over the last couple of years because he's been down, and watch him go to work. That's why I want that West Coast system. Hold on. Brandon J with another 199 super chat. No, I got that. Appreciate you, Brandon J. Give me cash with the $5 super chat. My peoples. It's good. Give me cash. Big room. It seems like Kellen Moore won't be back. McCarthy body language said a lot in that press conference. The Dak and Moore relationship has to end. I think it do too, man. I need somebody that's going to come in and yell at Dak. And that's with love. He needs some hard coaching. He been playing with his best friend for the last couple of years. Kellen Moore and him are good friends. When things don't go right, they talk it out. No, you need somebody that's going to coach you hard. What was you doing here? What was your read here? Like, Dak needs the pressure put on him. All this buddy stuff, we can be buddies after the season. You know what I'm saying? But I'm with you. The Lunatic, my guy, man. Salute the Lunatic, one of the best Cowboys fans in the game. Appreciate the great insight. And Kellen Moore needs to go. Dallas Cowboys for life. Appreciate you, Lunatic. He been supporting me since I was a couple hundred in. I appreciate him, man. Always been loyal. Sadiqa Charles, what's good? He said on Friday. Hey, I know the meeting, but I was just wondering when is the meeting tomorrow? If anyone knows. So, because that's why I said 24-hour watch, because I did not know when they're supposed to meet. If anybody knows, let me know. Or I'm just watching the clock. But it's telling. He did not give him 100%, he'll be back. Nah. I'm going to tell you like this, though. Y'all want to hear my opinion? Let me read this other super chat and I'll give you my opinion. Jay Worthy with the 199 super chat. One in a possible. He was out there reneging for real. Wasn't he? Dak was reneging for real. One in a possible. He couldn't get no hands, nothing. Cole's Cowboys, my guy. My guy Cole. What's good? Dak was out there struggling with one receiver. Y'all saw that chart that was floating around on Twitter? It showed like I forgot the exact stat because I ain't a stat nerd, but I don't disrespect it. I think it's interesting. It's like expected points when you throw to a target, and CD's joint was like off the charts, and then everyone else was like negative when you throw to them. Literally, players were a negative chance of scoring points we throw to every other receiver we had except for one. Mind blowing that Dak was able to even be serviceable, you know. But before I go forward, the whole league, and we got almost 360 people here. I know we get to 200 likes. The whole league owes CeeDee Lamb an apology because a lot of people, I don't know if it's probably a couple of y'all too. I ain't gonna point no fingers. It's a couple of y'all too was saying CeeDee Lamb wasn't the one, and I ain't hearing nothing. I ain't getting enough. I ain't hearing no apologies after the season. He got a lot of disrespect, and everybody's just quiet. CeeDee Lamb 1,350 something yards, something like that. 9 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb is an animal and deserves all the love and credit. And guess how effective he's going to be when you can't double him. He did all this with the ability to be doubled because no one else dictated any type of coverage. If CeeDee Lamb had a viable 2, he'd have went for 1,600 yards. And if he ain't lose Dak for them weeks. That's not a question. I got another super chat from, I got Jay Worthy. Appreciate you, Jay Worthy. Cactus Jack with a $5 super chat. Appreciate you. No, I'm jumping the gun, but where do you think Dallas goes in the draft? I think offensive line or wide out. What you thinking? All right, I'm going to give you my disclaimer, Cactus Jack, because you might have just jumped in. I ain't really deep in the draft coverage yet. Only thing I've been seeing is a whole lot of Mel Kiper saying we're going to take Bijan Robinson. And I want an offensive weapon. Because the line would be, if we had to run back the line with Terrence Steele coming back, Tyron Smith, if we ran it back exactly how it is, the line is serviceable enough. I would love, unless it's an incredible lineman that slipped to you. But if not, I want an excellent receiver, or I'll take that running back. I ain't gonna lie to you. Maybe I'm crazy, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Appreciate you for that super chat. Darnell Lamar with the $1.99 super chat. Your thoughts on a first and MG for Stephon Diggs? They not taking Michael Gallup. They not taking him. I would love Stephon Diggs. Yes, I would send a first for Stephon Diggs. They not getting, they've been, the media been shooting Josh Allen bail for the last 4 days. He went from Super Bowl favorite and juggernaut and MVP favorite to Josh Allen don't got an O-line or enough receivers. It was big play Gabe Davis. Now it's Gabe Davis might be a 3. So they're not going to trade away their viable 1. They not. I know he was mad and all that. They're not trading him. And they definitely not taking Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup's going to be our 3 this year. Crazy thing is, if Michael Gallup was healthy, he could probably been a 2, but he just ain't look right all year, so he got to show me. Y'all hear Star Girl? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Appreciate you, though. Hold on. Got Ham Guy. I think it's Gotham Guy. Why I read it got Ham Guy? Gotham Guy, my fault. If you choose one trade option without giving up a first round and a modest contact, who would you choose? Stephon Diggs, Jalen Ramsey, Aaron Donald. Well, if I had to pick anybody out of that crew, I'm taking Aaron Donald. I mean, I'm sorry. Aaron Donald can change the complexion of our defense even more. You put Aaron Donald right there. You see what Von Miller looked like next to Aaron Donald? Like, no, I'm taking Aaron Donald. But he's down in the trade market. But yes, I'm taking Aaron Donald. We already talked about Stephon Diggs and Jalen Ramsey. They're not going to probably get that capital up for Jalen. I don't see it. Ryan Rodriguez, appreciate you for that super chat, though, Gotham Guy. Ryan Rodriguez, the $1.99 super chat. Big Rome, would you take OBJ? I take OBJ for a reasonable contract. And if he's, healthy, but is he healthy? Appreciate you for that super chat, though. I see y'all in the chat laughing at the fact that Aaron Donald and Micah Parsons would be illegal. They would stop the game. That's not fair. Stop it. Narratives are funny. Let's talk narratives for a minute, if y'all don't mind. Y'all remember before the season how many players we lost? Y'all remember? Randy Gregory debacle, trading away trading away, no, don't put that in atmosphere. No. Trading away Amari Cooper, letting Cedric Wilson walk, Lyle Collins. Like, it was like a purge. Right? With all of them losses and not no legitimate players brought in, people just made fun of the Cowboys. We can get to 200 likes too. We almost at 370. Made fun of the Cowboys. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. Y'all probably ain't gonna make the playoffs. Y'all gonna be a 6-7 win team. Y'all remember that? Am I crazy? Do y'all not remember that? Stargirl, don't worry. The purge is gonna be different this year. We're going to remove players that legitimately weren't contributing, and we're going to bring in some better players, but it's not like last year. Last year was petty. It's a lot of petty purging. No pun intended. Expectations for the Cowboys were not make the playoffs, finish second to third in the division. Preseason odds had the Eagles at 1. Not all summer, but all those additions they made, they eventually overtook us. And that's fine. Salute to the Eagles. They've lived up to expectations so far. So far. I'm going to leave it at that because this ain't the Troll Eagles show. I'm not really on them right now. I don't care. Hold on. Let me read the super chat before I go forward with my narratives thing. Cactus Jack with another super chat, $5 super chat. Hands down, I'll be first to say I didn't believe in CeeDee Lamb. I was wrong, hands down. But I agree. We need a second option because Gallup isn't it. He's just not it, man. It ain't the hate. I think the sad thing is we're probably going to get a way better Gallup next year because he just needed full time to let that heal. We're going to get a better Gallup. I mean, it's a plus for us because we'll get back to what we thought he would be this year. And then we get a viable 2. Now Dak is working with some weapons. But I'll be short on the narratives thing. And Cole's Cowboy, I see you. In my opinion, we had a great season. They didn't have us winning the playoff game. They have us making the playoffs. 12 wins, won a playoff game, got the Brady thing off our back, got the playoff road stuff off our back. It's a great season. Horrible loss because you don't want to lose. But it's also in a loss we can be ashamed about. Only thing you can be like is, dang, I wish Dak played better. All the people that want to whine about Dak, they're going to do that. But at the end of the day, you got to look at it like this. Dak threw 2 interceptions and versus one of the better teams in the league. We only lost by a score. Yeah, it's painful. They didn't blow us off the field. They talked all week like San Francisco was going to blow us off the field. We're bringing back most of our defenders, pretty much everybody we really need. They're going to be 1 year smarter. They're super young. We got a young core on defense. We got Dan Quinn still intact. We've led the league in turnovers 2 years straight. That's a major piece to bring back the coach of that side of the ball, and most of the pieces on that side of the ball are young. Deron Bland, super young. Trayvon Diggs, super young. Micah Parsons, super young. Also, Diggy Izua, super young. D-Law's up there. Sam Williams, super young. Doris Armstrong ain't super old. He like 26. LVE is still in his 20s. I think he like 27. Damone Clark going to be better this year. He's super young. Defense is youthful. Israel Mukwamu, super young. I'm telling you right now, defense, the Dan Quinn thing is super important. That's why we need to start putting resources in this offense. Appreciate you, Cactus Jack, though, for that another super chat. Dion Mitchell with the $4.99 super chat. What OC would be available when we get rid of Kellen? That's right. Speaking of existence, when we get rid of Kellen, I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know all of the OCs off the top of my head. I wouldn't mind just someone. I want somebody to runs the West Coast system. I need to research that. It's sad that I'm so willing to get rid of Kellen and ain't ready for a replacement. But I feel like Mike McCarthy is a West Coast system guy, and I think Dak would thrive in the West Coast system because it's a lot of short throws and precision throws. And I know everybody gonna say Dak ain't accurate, and the stats say otherwise. And less option routes and more concise. It's like West Coast system works off leverage, instead of options and the receiver seeing one thing, the quarterback seeing something else, and it's just stupid. Appreciate you for that super chat, Deion Mitchell. Mike LaFleur, I see that. You got Brian Schottenheimer with one of our consultants. We got Joe Brady that's out there. You got some options. Brian Johnson, Cliff Kingsbury. Hey, Cliff Kingsbury might be a sleeper. Even though he out there in like Thailand or something like that. Appreciate you, Cole. Coast Cowboys, hit them likes. Appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all. Oh, I was talking narratives real quick. Let me get that point out. So the narrative is that for the Cowboys was that we weren't going to do anything, and then we did a lot more than we were supposed to. We get no credit. Dallas Birch with the $4.99 super chat. That's my guy. I work with Dallas. Appreciate you, Dallas. What are your thoughts on Micah's comments on the offensive performance and his subtle jabs? I will get to that in 1 second. Let me finish this up, Dallas. Appreciate you for that super chat. But the Bills were preseason favorites, literally Super Bowl favorites. They had the MVP favorite. And I didn't hear none of this whole that he ain't have enough weapons. I ain't hear that. I ain't hear nothing about the defense having holes in it. Sean McDermott is one of the most respected coaches before the season. Now he's supposedly incompetent. And it's just funny how the narratives are just anything to keep somebody propped up that they love. Because they love Josh Allen. I ain't saying Josh Allen's trash. I'm just saying call a spade a spade. He essed the bed, man. He had a home game in those weather conditions that are favorable to Buffalo, snow game. Somebody came into your house and smacked you. We got beat, but we didn't get smacked. No excuses. But anyway, I'll touch on this thing real quick for my boy Dallas. I don't think Micah was taking shots at Dak, but I think Micah needs to realize that when he says stuff, that if you say it a certain way, people are going to take it how they want to. Perception is reality. Most people perceive that to be a shot at Dak. Do I think that Micah and the defense was frustrated with Dak Prescott? Absolutely. I feel like offensive players was frustrated with Dak Prescott. But if Micah Parsons and Dak Prescott and players on this team that's still on this team consider themselves brothers, right? Let me phrase it like this. Y'all, raise your hand if you got a best friend in here. You know what I'm saying? You got a best friend, family member you mad close with, right? And then you go to watch them playing a sport, right? Or you're on the same team and they play like trash. And the next day, you chilling with somebody that y'all acquaintances with, and all they doing is just disrespecting you. How you gonna feel? At your lowest point, your own so-called brother, friend, or whatever, turn their back on you. Even if they ain't mean for it to come off like that, that's how it looks. Now you got turmoil. I need people that in my darkest moments that's going to lift me up. Dak Prescott broke his finger this year. He missed multiple games. He's had the media all the way down his back. He got 70% of his fan base don't even like him, of his fan base. And then 100% of the rest of the league don't even like him. And when he's down, his own brother's going to kick him. That's whack. And if that's what Micah was doing, that's whack. And I can say that. I don't care how great Micah is, because wrong is wrong. You're going to kick your brother when he's down. And right now, make no mistake, Dak Prescott is down. The entire world is piling on that man. They pile on Dak Prescott like he out here robbing banks and shooting people in the face. Yes, he threw mad interceptions. He threw the same amount of interceptions that Matthew Stafford threw last year. People act like he's just like Dak threw 16 and the rest of the league threw 4. If you look at the top interceptions, there's people right behind him. He had a bad year. So be it. You pick him up. You support your brother. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's not that just, okay, Dak can do no wrong. No. Behind the scenes, you tell him, yo, man, get it together. But you hold it down on the front in front of everybody else. You ever heard somebody go, we handle that in private. We don't do that in public. You don't disrespect your peoples in public. You pull them to the side. Yo, man, get that together. I ain't with that. You don't disrespect your peoples. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. You know, but Mike is way younger than me, and he has a newfound platform of being one of, if not the best player on the Dallas Cowboys. And when you got that type of platform, everything you tweet out, everything you say will be dissected, lambasted, filleted. They're gonna try to flip it however they want to. And I know he came right back out and said, nah, I ain't even mean it like that. But it's too late. The national media had it all day. It's all good, though. It's all good. I'm sure that Micah and Dak didn't talk about at this point. Because Micah seemed like the stand-up type of guy that he'd call him. All right, man, I ain't mean it like that. But Dak Prescott needs to just go ahead and just allow, hey, man, he got to own that he ain't played well. After you own it, then let's move forward. Now, if he's denying it and he's blaming it on other stuff, that's a whole different ballgame. But I don't think that's the case. I heard Dak owning it in the press conference. I don't feel like he was lying. He know that he played bad this year. Not all year, but there were points where it was like, can't have that. I think it comes from him trying to be something that he's not. Trying to be Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers in his prime, etc. Instead of being a hardworking guy that was a 4th-round pick nobody believed in and worked his way up to one of the top 10 quarterbacks in this league. Make no mistake, I still feel like Dak Prescott is top 10. Somewhere between 6 and 10. You know, people going to call me crazy, but that's where I got him. Somewhere between 6 and 10. You know, you can argue about where. But I put a poll up. I said, hey, man, where y'all got Dak at on my Twitter? You know, top 10, top 20, top 30. I asked, should he retire? Literally, some people said he should retire. Like, he's that bad. Like, we ain't got teams walking around here with Teddy Bridgewater starting and Andy Dalton getting starts and Sam Darnold and Mike White. Dak Prescott should retire. Like, come on, dog. At that point, you got to just call a spade a spade. I hate him. If you hate him for whatever reason, I don't know why. It ain't like he arrogant or he disrespectful or he beat kids in public. I don't know why everybody hate Dak Prescott so bad. Oh, my guys in here. My guy, Jay Tuck. What's good, dog? We need Dak to be more vocal. I need Dak to snap, bro. I need Dak to just like, yo, I'm tired of y'all. Just once. Just one good. He need a pause. He need a release. Get it out. And then start being more vocal, period. You're right. The behind the scenes, I hear that he's an amazing behind the scenes leader and all that. I need Dak to be more vocal in the public. So I'm with you, Jay Tuck. That's my guy. That's the tag 10 champ right there. Tito 95 to 499 Super Chat. I agree on the Allen statement. But to be fair, Allen's a lot younger than Dak. Okay. You can't just always throw that out there. Let me ask you this question. I actually like Dak as an Eagles fan, but the window is closing. Let me ask you a question, Tito 95. Let me ask the chat as well. Appreciate you for that 499 Super Chat. Everyone is saying Dak is old or older and Josh Allen is way younger. Since I got a lot of people in here. And salute to everybody that's in here, man. Y'all hit that like button for me. Tuck, I'm with you. Dak need to finally defend himself. Take some moments, and then when he come back out, he need to start talking that talk. That's right, Tuck. Can we agree on something? And I need a yes or no. Dak Prescott has been getting hated since he got in this league. People act like the hate just started. I watched this man get hated since 2016, no days off, 365 for 7 years straight. He been getting hated. All this, well, he's a lot older. He been getting hated since go. He ain't never get love. He got hated when he won 13 games as a rookie. He ain't get no props. You think anybody else win 13 games as a rookie, it's like, yo, and go toe-to-toe with Aaron Rodgers in your first playoff game, even though you lost, throw 3 touchdowns, 300-plus yards, you going to get props. He ain't get no love. This man ain't never had a losing season. Every season he started, he's never had a losing season. His worst season when he started a full year was 8-8. Y'all act like he just started getting disrespected. Yes, he's older. He's been in the league for 7 years. But along that whole 7-year path, he's been getting hate. People act like back in the day, he used to get props and now he fell off, so we hate him. Y'all ain't never show him no love, not once. Not when he threw for all them yards, not when he threw for 37 touchdowns. None of that. Not the 13-win season, multiple 12-win seasons. No love. They act like 12-win seasons growing trees. Like, come on, y'all. Like, you just trip, fall, and let me listen to this. See, I didn't even want to go here tonight. We're supposed to be talking about McCarthy and Quinn and how it's a great addition and all that. And y'all done got me in my Dak bag. I had somebody on Twitter earlier say, you need to blame this on Dak Prescott, not Kellen Moore, because we had the number 1 offense for like 2 years straight. And when Cooper Rush was running the offense, we was ranked like 27th, 28th. For 5 games, we was like 27th to 28th in the league. And when Dak came back, the only difference was Dak showed up. It wasn't like Dak, D-Hop, and a whole bunch of receivers showed up. Just Dak showed up, and we somehow jumped from 27th or 28th to 2nd or 1st in the league. How? You can hate him all you want, but you can't trip, fall, and land on your my fault. I accidentally became the number 1 offense in the league. How is that possible? How do you trip, fall, and land in top 5 offense? He's so bad, but he just, that's different. He top 5, but it was an accident. How? No one ever can explain that. I used to hear this, that's all garbage yards, and no one else is taking advantage of this. No one else. Dak Prescott has cracked that. I know how to get yards and stats on the low so I can get paid. He cracked the code like he ain't passing that info to nobody else, just him. He's just the only one. He the only one that know how to just get cheap stats and everything like that. Just an accident. He just accidentally fell. He slipped and fell and became, I don't even know how I got here. Like, come on, y'all. Look, you got a cornball in here right now, a stat pattern. Even if it's a stat pattern, he the only one that know how to do this? Money team, explain it. He the only one that know how to get to if it was just stat padding to get to the top offense in the league, don't you think somebody else would be doing it? Nobody else know how to do that? Just him? Come on, man. Let's be logical. 2 things can be true. Dak can have played bad in certain games this year. He threw multiple interceptions, and that sucks. And I don't like it. And I want him to get it together. I also can acknowledge that he's a phenomenal quarterback when he's on point, when his fundamentals is down, when his mechanics is good. And I feel like our coaching is lacking in making him do that consistently. Because in Dak's mind, sometimes he's like, I'm nice. He likes to get his heat check on and try to throw an option route in between 3 linebackers. That ain't your thing. It ain't never going to be your thing. Stop. But if your offensive coordinator wasn't designing plays where you got 4 receivers running 10 yards and turning around at the same time, then there wouldn't be no issue. Let me read this super chat real quick. Lost in Translation podcast. Appreciate you. $10 super chat. CFT, let's keep it a buck. Dak is covering up for a lot of people not doing their job. Dak is dealing with bad schemes. Bad schemes. Kellen Moore watch. Bad schemes, low effort from his wide receivers. We didn't have these problems with Cooper. We didn't. No, we had bad offensive scheme problems with Cooper in the playoff game. We did. I appreciate that super chat. We had our moments. Because I'm not letting Kellen Moore off the hook. I'm not. That's Mr. Curl route. Kellen Moore is a sicko. You gotta be crazy. See if you screenshot this, nobody will care about QB's interception next year. Hold on, Tuck, I got you. My boy Jay Tuck. Nobody will care about interceptions next year. You know why? Because they find narratives. Remember the Zeke narrative on fumbles? I think we went the entire season with no fumbles from our running backs. That's dead. Y'all remember Trayvon Diggs and yards given up? I ain't hear yards given up the entire year. I'm about to take a drink on that. I ain't hear yards given up once this year. Terry Sloan, don't get banned from here. You gonna come here with cornballs? Matter of fact, light him up. That's right, light him up. Get him out of here. Time him out. I'm not even playing fair right now because I don't want to hear no cornballs. Time him out. See the difference between this? The difference between this and Twitter? See, on Twitter, the cornballs come in my comments, they talking, and it's up to me to block them. Now, the cartel deep in here. The cartel too deep in here. I don't even see half the hater comments. Soon as y'all come in here, crazy cartel get you right up out of here. Cornball light you up like a Christmas tree. I don't even got it. Like, I get to come in here, make my points, talk to my family, have contextualized conversation. We making sense around here. And if you come here talking crazy, I might let you slide if I'm in a jokey mood. But if you're talking too crazy, I'm going to just have the cartel get you up out of here. Period. It is what it is. But I don't have to defend somebody that I have faith in. If that makes sense to y'all. I don't have to defend Dak Prescott. I have complete, utter faith in him. I just want him to play his game. Stop trying to be Steph Curry when you Zion Williamson. That makes sense to y'all? Stop trying to compete in a three-point contest with marksmen. That ain't your game. It ain't. Play your game. Am I saying that Dak is Zion? That's not the comparison. I'm saying that when Zion steps on the court, he plays his game. He don't try to out Steph Curry. And Steph Curry don't try to Zion Williamson himself. He don't get in the post. You feel me? You get out there, you handle your business doing your thing. As Micah said before that playoff game, I'm not going to try to compete with San Francisco and do them. They got to stop me from doing me. Dak Prescott come back next year in a great system because we're going to get back to this Kellen Moore thing. Being precise, focusing on his reads, get back in the lab, get back to his fundamentals, smart throws. Use your legs when the opportunity presents itself. I don't expect you to run 50 yards. Take them 10 to 15-yard clips. Keep the offense moving. 12 personnel, play action, smart football. Dak Prescott will be looking incredible. Do I expect him to drop back 45 times? No, that ain't his game. Yeah, get him some more weapons. Get him another receiver. It is what it is. Hold on, y'all. My phone. I'm talking. Let me get to these super chats. I don't want to miss everybody. I got, appreciate you, Lost in Translation. I got my guy, Jason Renfro, the $2 super chat. What you think if we pick up Deron Payne? I would take Payne if they can figure out how to pay him. He's an excellent DT. Do I think they're going to do it? No. I feel like we're going offense and we're going to make the defense work. Popeye Peterson with the $2 super chat. Carolina had one job. They did. Carolina ain't make this easy. Carolina making Mike McCarthy's job hard because I think Mike gonna fire Kellen. I think that Mike McCarthy is gonna fire Kellen Moore tomorrow. That's a fact. Appreciate you for that super chat. Elliot LaRue with the $2 super chat. Get him wrong. Dak got to stop pressing. We need it too. That's it. Dak got to stop pressing. Play your game. But a good offensive coordinator, a good quarterback coach, and Mike McCarthy was allowed to coach his quarterback and not have Kellen Moore in the middle, they could get that in his mindset. Stop pressing. I ain't saying play conservative. I ain't saying, just take the check down. I'm saying go through your reads properly. Stick to your fundamentals. You'll be just fine. But get that man another receiver. Kendra Bates with 199 super chat. Appreciate you, Kendra. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? 28 other teams asking the same questions. That's a fact, Betsy. Betsy Fraser with the three-pointer from deep. It's a whole lot of other teams asking these same questions. Zaytoven, unlimited curl routes on 3rd and 10. I'm tired of it. Unlimited curl routes. You got to be a sick individual to run curl routes that much. Last year, I think y'all forgot about this. Connor McGovern was out on a curl route. He's sending out linemen on curl routes. He don't care. Curl route might be Kellen Moore's middle name. He ain't playing with y'all. Curl options. Kellen Moore will have somebody run an option curl route. A curl route that goes into another curl route. Pick the direction you want to curl in. That's all he doing. Hey, I think he's able to fire Kellen Moore, and I think he's going to do it. Because why didn't he, in the press conference, why didn't Mike McCarthy say, I'm retaining him? He got asked directly, are you bringing back Kellen Moore? He's like, we're gonna meet tomorrow. He could have simply just said, yeah, when we bring back Kellen, we're going to get back to getting whatever you would have said. Why didn't he say it? Lost in Translation podcast, another $2 super chat. Our biggest need is CB2. I'm tired of getting S on. Hey, man, I ain't going to lie, man. Deron Bland and Israel Mukuamu, I wasn't mad at the corners. We ain't get beat deep in that game, in neither playoff game. Nah, I'm cool. I ain't saying don't go get no corners. I'm saying I'm putting my resources into building this offense back up. What's your biggest investment? Dak Prescott. You've learned this year that, okay, I can't just have Dak Prescott out there with one receiver. You learned that the hard way. So now get him some weapons. Go back to getting him some weapons. If the haters want to make fun, well, Dak need weapons. Everybody need weapons. Newsflash, y'all tell me the playoff team right now that's in there without multiple weapons. And the one team that you can say, well, maybe Kansas City weapons ain't that crazy. Earlier I said that Dak ain't Patrick Mahomes, so that's fair. But the Bengals might have the sickest wide receiver group in the league. The Eagles got an excellent wide receiver core, running backs. The 49ers got Debo, Kittle, McCaffrey, Ayuk. They deep. Y'all want Dak Prescott to run out there with Noah Brown. Big Noah. Big Noah Brown. That's what y'all want? Big Simi. That's what Dak got to run out there with that. You want CeeDee Lamb, one-legged Gallup, Noah Brown, and Schultz versus Ayuk and all these people. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Hurst. These people got wild weapons. You want Dak with a good hand in spades, one and a bunch of possibles. Come on, y'all. Come on. Y'all here, definitely. Please hit that like button. I appreciate you, Definitely. Now, if y'all want to talk weapons, Schultz is, hey, all right, Schultz ain't impossible, but he ain't gonna open the field up. Schultz ain't never opened the seam up. Schultz just good within. Schultz good within 10 to 15 yards. That's where he at. When the last time you seen Schultz on a pass that was like 60 or 30? Schultz is 10 to 15. That's Mr. 10 to 15. Call Schultz Mr. 10 to 15. Elliot LaRue with another $2 super chat. Hold on, Elliot. Let me get you right because you've been in here donating. OC may be Schottenheimer, who likes McCarthy's nephew. Look, if he can run McCarthy's offensive philosophy and it's a West Coast system, I'll take Schottenheimer. It's that simple. I really wanted Frank Reich. I would have took Frank Reich too, but he got a head coaching job, so go get your money, Frank. Y'all can't tell me that if the Cowboys went ahead and you let Dalton Schultz walk, that's going to save you some money. You restructure Zeke, and instead of paying Zeke like 18, 19 million, you paying him like 4 or 5, right? That's like 25 million. And then you take that money right there. Now, no other restructures, because I got news for y'all. Dak's going to restructure this year. This is going to piss some people off because it's going to mean he's going to be here longer. But y'all will get over it. You go get D-Hop. CeeDee Lamb, D-Hop, and Michael Gallup. Tell me that ain't nice. Tell me that ain't nice. Am I crazy? Now, I might be reaching. I might be just praying because that's a hard trade to pull off because you guys send probably your one. But y'all take it, though. Let me read this other super chat from Elliot LaRue. Appreciate you for all the love, Elliot. No question. McCarthy finally got his own staff. No more Garrett people. That's my fact. That's why the last person is Kellen Moore. And then it's all my staff. Get rid of Kellen. Y'all saw he got tight in the joint. He was like, yo, man, we ain't running Garrett's offense. Like Mike McCarthy, that's money Mike, man. That's why I like Mike. He be catching attitudes. Appreciate you for that super chat, Elliot. Lost in Translation podcast, the $5 super chat. Appreciate you. How come we stopped using the 3 tight end sets? Because Kellen Moore's an idiot. It's like he saw it work and was like, I'm good. Curl routes. Let me get back to my curl routes. Kellen Moore's an idiot. That's why we stopped using it. Ruben Rosa. We need wide receiver, running back, CB, in the start of the draft. Got to have a safety net for Pollard and 1 or 2 big old linebackers. I'm with you. We're going to get to that draft content, Ruben. I promise you. Thank you for that $5 super chat. I'm not there yet. Although Bijan Robinson looked nice, I'm not there yet. I'm going to delve into it soon. I promise you. I just want to get my foundation together. Like now I'm starting to know what my coaches is going to look like and stuff like that. But I ain't to the draft yet. I'm getting there. I'm gonna get my draft simulator out in a week or two. Shea 498 with the 199 super chat. Who would you look at it for OC? I'm going to dig into that a little bit further. I don't want to just throw fake names out there, but I told you I just want somebody that's I want a West Coast system, me personally. I want innovation, but I want a West Coast system. I feel like Dak would work great in the West Coast system. Dallas Birch with the 199 super chat. I'd rather have Stephon Diggs. I would love Stephon Diggs. How are we going to get him? The Cardinals have already said that they're willing to trade D-Hop. The Bills ain't trading Stephon. I don't care how many temper tantrums he throw. It's just not. Lunchbox LBC. And first of all, at the height of their careers, Stephon Diggs is not D-Hop. I'm sorry. He's great, but he's not D-Hop. Our wide receivers should lay off the tip drill. They should. They should. It's just one of them years. It's just one of them years. Appreciate you, Lunchbox LBC, with the 199 super chat. You know, How about this? I'll take D-Hop back. Yes or no, y'all? Can I get a yes or no in the chat? Would you take CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Michael Gallup? Because that one piece, Brandon Cooks would change our offense. I know you're like, but it's just Brandon Cooks can stretch your offense. And not to be funny, when you got a person that you got to respect, Brandon Cooks, if at anything, he's still a speedster. He's a veteran. He gains 1,000 yards. I don't care who throwing him the ball. I think I threw 1,000 yards with him one year, and I ain't even in the league. Like, he that nice. Is he one of the best receivers in the league? Like top tier? No. He's a professional wide receiver. He's been doing this. He's done it on like 7 teams, I feel like. Patriots, Rams, Texans. Cook's been everywhere. And everywhere he go, he get 1,000 yards. I would keep T.Y. Hilton too. I want a receiving core, not 2. I need the CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Michael Gallup, your 3, T.Y. Hilton's your 4. And then below that, you can have some youthful receivers. You still draft a great receiver and then you good. I would take it. Oh, no. I want some veteran receiver. I know y'all saying he's old. I'm not saying he's the long term. You get him for a year. This is about building up 4 to me. I'm selfish. 4 is my biggest investment. I'm about to surround him with everything. I'm going to get a great running back in the draft. I'm beefing up the line. I'm getting like 4 receivers. I'm hitting Dak Prescott like they did Tom Brady. I'm giving him everything. Now, if y'all like Brandon Cooks, I get over it. We can't get D-Hop. But what's my main point, y'all? I don't got a dog in this fight. I just want weapons around my quarterback. We've established this year. Yes or no, y'all? Can I get a yes or no? Yes or no in the chat. Have we not established this year that Dak needs some weapons? Because I'm an adult. I don't need to be able to say Dak can get it done without anybody. I don't care. You see, that's for the children. Y'all want to do that? Get in the Instagram group or Facebook group and go find some children to be like, yo, Dak can get it done with me at receiver. I don't care about that. Get him some weapons. Y'all be wanting to have arguments about stuff I don't care about. I don't need to be able to prove to you that, see, Mahomes can do it with nobody. Why can't Dak? Because Dak ain't Mahomes. He not. I feel like Dak Prescott will look you dead in your eye. I am not Patrick Mahomes. I'm nice, though. You think every quarterback in the league, all of them think they better than Patrick Mahomes? They all lying to themselves. Get my man some weapons. That's your biggest investment. I don't need to be like, yo, okay, I'm only going to give Dak love if he do it with no running back, no receivers, 1 lineman, 8 men on the field. Now I can say he good. No, I don't. See, that's not for me to do. If y'all want to have arguments in the barbershop, then knock yourself out. I'm not doing that. I've seen Dak with weapons get wild busy. Wild busy. Them arguments is for children. Go find some children to argue with. Yo, I don't need my quarterback don't need no weapons. And all this whole, well, when you pay them, they can't have weapons. That's a lie. That's a lie. Derek Carr got paid last year. He didn't. He also got Devontae Adams, Hunter Renfrow, and Darren Waller. How he get receivers? How? They paid Josh Allen. How they pay Stephon Diggs too? Gabe Davis is an incredible receiver. Don't let the media fool you. They gave him a nickname before they hated on him. He was Big Play Gabe 6 days ago. Now he's a third. Come on now. And who's the Bills tight end? Acting like the Bills ain't got no weapons. I forgot the Bills tight end, but I bet you he's better than Schultz. Dalton Knox is better than Schultz. Thank you. And I ain't me hating on Schultz, but he can stretch the seam. Can he? Dawson Knox, my fault. I call him Dalton Knox, Dalton Schultz. It is what it is, y'all. Get my man some weapons. Am I saying go get him the top instead of tier weapons? No. But you can't, look, I feel like I'm disrespecting him. You just can't keep sending him out there with Noah Brown, no. You can't send him out there with Big Noah. No. Come on. Noah Brown might be third on the Giants. Like, y'all got to hold it down. Schultz ain't Witten. He not. Jason Witten was special. But yeah, I'm keeping it's a cornball in here every 20 minutes. Thank you. Thank you. You got to be a sick individual to keep getting timed out in here and just keep coming back. I'm telling y'all, man, the cartel ruthless. The cartel is ruthless. Don't get your feelings hurt. Hold on, let me see. Did I miss a super chat? Y'all know I'll be on my diatribes. I apologize. DC for life. DC for life X. Mr. Rome, we'll be waiting. we would be waiting to win a championship game this Sunday had we kept Coop and replaced him at least with a good receiver playmaker. That's an excellent point. If we would have did our due diligence and traded, if you want to trade Amari Cooper, fine. But if you would have got a legitimate pick, chat. If we would have just got a 2, say we got a 2 for Amari Cooper, and we drafted George Pickens, would we be in this situation? If we got a 2 for Cooper and drafted George Pickens, we'd be lit. You feel me? We just got a 2. They wouldn't just let him go for a 5 because they was being petty. Come on, man. Or another player, but we ain't getting nothing. We remember they swapped picks for Coop. We basically got nothing. Appreciate you for that super chat, DC for Life X. Eternal Dynasty with another $4.99 super chat. Why are we tripping trying to send picks to D-Hop if we don't want this team to be pass happy? I'd rather build the O-line, run the ball, and be great defense. Hey, look, Eternal Dynasty. I say get weapons. I ain't say just go get receivers. If they beef up their O-line, get me 2 or 3 running backs, get a halfway decent 2, and we just go out there running 12 personnel and being physical, I ain't going to complain. Whatever's going to make your quarterback better. I'm okay with Dak throwing 25 to 30 times a game and running the ball. Just get running backs that's going to help. You can't have running backs getting you 30 yards, then that's just dead. See, y'all think all I want is success. I don't care how you attain it. Majority running the ball, we winning, fine. Majority passing, we winning, fine. Little mixture of both, versatility, fine. But I just don't want, we going to run Zeke 30 times, A-gap. He going to get me 12 yards. It's a whole bunch of wasted offensive plays. I just don't want that. I don't. Hold on, Jay Worthy with the $1.99 super chat. Big Joker, little Joker, Ace of Spades, not one of the possible. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Before I get out of here, though, y'all, I need to ask y'all a real question before I slide out of here. Do y'all think, yes or no, do y'all think Mike McCarthy fires Kellen Moore tomorrow? Because there's power in the tongue. I'm saying yes. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I need everybody to get their mind right. Now, one more question for y'all. I'm seeing some yeses. Because I just don't know why he ain't just definitively say, I'm bringing him back. That Don Julio 1942, you out here living life on a Thursday. I don't know where you going. But you living life. Cheers to you. You got that 1942 on a Thursday. I don't know where you go. Get it popping. All right. I see y'all answers. A lot of yeses. Y'all with me. You know, I just feel like a change is needed. I feel like Jerry Jones and them know that the fan base is tired of Kellen Moore. And we need a win. You couldn't get us a win on the field. Get us a win in the offseason. Because y'all can't tell me if it comes up, Tell me you ain't celebrating if tomorrow at 4 p.m. it says Kellen Moore will not be coming back to the Cowboys. Tell me you won't feel like you won. I'm going to go live in the car if I need to. I'm going to feel like I won. Not quite as great as making the NFC Championship game. Let me not lie. Oh, but I'm going to feel good, though. I ain't going to lie to you. Look, I will cry tears of joy. Like, people literally, it's just sad. Yo, if someone from the Cowboys watches this, just look at the comments. People ain't playing with you. They are tired. Give them something to hope for. And if you bring back Kellen, we know 4 curl man is, oh my God. Look at people. I'm going to throw a party. I'm going to celebrate. Midday, I'm celebrating. Straight up. I'll promise y'all this, yo, before I go. I promise y'all this. When they fire Kellen Moore, I'm going live again. Well, if it happens tomorrow afternoon, I'm going live tomorrow. If not, I might go live again one more last Saturday night live with CFT. Y'all want that? Or is it too soon? Am I going live too much? Hold on. Elliot LaRue with the $2 super chat. They saying if he'll get a head coaching job to save face. That's all I think it is. I think they wanted to fire on this. Like, yo, let's see if he get the Panthers job. He ain't get it there. Like, we got to fire him. They wanted him to get the job so he was like, yo, he left. Darnell Lamar, the 199 super chat. I had to go to church if they fire Kellen Moore. That's a fact. You got to go celebrate. I just want to know, man. I'll go live. Look, I don't know if we're going to get no mega news, but I'll go live again on Saturday night just to kick it with y'all before we get to laugh at some people I know on Sunday. Remember, he who laughs last. He who laughs last laughs the loudest. Remember that. We're going to have something to laugh at on Sunday. I promise y'all. But look, man, I'm a slide. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If you're new around here, hit the sub button. If you cartel, I love you. If you don't know what cartel is, that's everybody that's a mod. People that I haven't gotten a mod to, I'm going to get it to you. People that support CFT in the chat, that's the cartel. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost done with the shirts, people. I'm going to have those rolled out. I ain't want to roll the shirts out to y'all before the playoffs trying to look like I was getting a money grab. I wanted to roll them out later. So the shirts is coming soon. I think I got channel memberships coming soon. Y'all want that for y'all roll? Y'all want some channel membership stuff? You know what I'm saying? I was thinking about getting some channel membership stuff. Start doing some midday stuff because everybody tell me they like earlier CFT. You know what I'm saying? So getting some channel membership stuff, some midday politicking. You know, I'm trying to improve the channel now that we in the off season. You know, begrudgingly. But look, I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all have a good evening.